It's 2008, and Gotham City is plunged into chaos like never before. A clown-faced anarchist is painting the town red, a crusading billionaire is tormented by shadows, and a city's only hope lies in a fearless district attorney. Fast forward to 2025, and you won't believe where the stars who brought The Dark Knight to life have landed. Tonight, we're peeling back the curtain and stepping into the spotlight to reveal the journeys of the cast members who defined an era of superheroes, villains, and cinematic magic. The question everyone's asking: what does the world look like for Gotham's legends nearly 2 decades after they first rocked our screens? Stay right where you are, because the answer is going to surprise you. Let's head back to that iconic Batcave and begin with the one and only Christian Bale. Back in 2008, Bale didn't just play Bruce Wayne, he became Bruce Wayne. Transforming himself physically and emotionally, he gave us a caped crusader who felt as real as the Batmobile roaring down those rain-soaked streets. The Christian Bale of The Dark Knight was the very definition of dedication. Intensity simmering beneath his sculpted exterior, every movement calculated, every stare loaded with pain and purpose. He was at the apex of his Hollywood powers, holding audiences spellbound with just a flicker of his haunted eyes. Fast forward to 2025, and Christian Bale has become the living legend of method acting. He's walked through the fire of Hollywood, emerging more respected than ever, a figure who's left the cowl behind, but somehow never out of the shadow of Gotham's skyline. Bale's journey has been nothing short of riveting. His roles after Gotham have only deepened his mystique. Now, let's turn to the beating heart of Gotham's moral struggle: Harvey Dent, embodied by the magnetic Aaron Eckhart. Eckhart's Dent was a white knight riddled with contradictions, a man whose idealism battled inner demons until he was literally split in two. His transformation into Two-Face was one of the most unforgettable turns in modern cinema. In 2008, Aaron Eckhart carried the weight of that duality with shocking vulnerability, at once charming and chilling. Fans everywhere remember the flipping coin, the raw power in those fiery half-smiles. But in 2025, Aaron Eckhart stands as a testament to reinvention. He's the seasoned actor whose career was catapulted by Gotham's tragedy, continually sought out for roles that demand an edge, a glint of conflict, a core of pain. Though he's played politicians and rebels, dreamers and villains since, it was Two-Face who set the gold standard. And now, the element of chaos, the man behind the Joker's painted smile. Heath Ledger's tour de force performance was the heartbeat of an entire cinematic movement. In The Dark Knight, Ledger shattered expectations, delivering a Joker so staggeringly unhinged and charismatic that the world watched, spellbound. Every line, every lick of the lips, he skyrocketed beyond villainy into myth. His 2008 legacy is both dazzling and heartrending. In 2025, his influence still pulses through the veins of the industry. His name brings with it reverence, awe, and the sense that he was once-in-a-generation talent gone too soon, never forgotten. The Joker's legacy, in many ways, is still being written by every actor who dares to tackle darkness on the big screen. Of course, for all the brawn and bravado, Gotham's soul rested on the shoulders of Rachel Dawes, brought to life with luminous poise by Maggie Gyllenhaal. With her impeccable intensity and undeniable chemistry with the rest of the cast, Gyllenhaal's Rachel was the beating heart between the shadows. Back in 2008, when you watched her navigate the moral minefield of Gotham, you saw a woman torn between duty and desire, clarity and chaos. Fast forward to 2025, and Maggie Gyllenhaal's career has blossomed into a benchmark for choice and courage. Ever the chameleon, she's continued to carve her own path. Critics and audiences alike recalling Rachel Dawes as the role that first thrust her into the white-hot center of popular imagination. And what about the backbone of the Wayne legacy, the quintessential English butler who always had a wry comment and a timely cup of tea? Michael Caine's Alfred Pennyworth was dignity incarnate, a guiding light in Gotham's darkness. In 2008, Caine brought wisdom, humor, and an undercurrent of steel to every scene, standing as both surrogate father and loyal friend. By 2025, Michael Caine is a name spoken with respect and affection the world over. His portrayal of Alfred raised the role from sidekick to legend, sparking debates about who could ever fill those shoes again. From Gotham's smoky halls to the grand stages of international cinema, Caine's grace and gravitas have only grown, with fans still quoting Alfred's advice at every turn. The mosaic of Gotham wouldn't be complete without its shadowy champion, Commissioner Gordon, brought to life by Gary Oldman. With a trench coat flapping in the wind and eyes brimming with conviction, Oldman's Gordon was the lawman everyone wanted on their side. In 2008, Oldman's nuanced portrayal made Gordon far more than a foil for Batman. He was the glue holding the city and the film together. He delivered gravitas, vulnerability, and that all-important edge of hope, the kind that sticks with you long after the credits roll. In 2025, Gary Oldman has only cemented his reputation as an acting powerhouse. For so many, he remains Gotham's unsung hero, a trusted ally who walked the razor's edge between chaos and order. Even now, enthusiasts can't help but revisit Oldman's stoic, infinitely watchable commissioner, the man with the mustache and the heart of a lion. Let's not forget Lucius Fox, the technological wizard, the brain behind Batman's gadgets. Morgan Freeman's Lucius brought sophistication and sly humor to the story, proving that sometimes intellect is an even sharper weapon than a batarang. In 2008, Freeman strolled through Wayne Enterprises with effortless authority, dropping wisdom and wit in equal measure. His scenes with Bale sparkled, and audiences adored the way Lucius kept Gotham's secrets while pushing Bruce Wayne to be more than just a vigilante. In 2025, Morgan Freeman is nothing short of Hollywood royalty, embodying intellect, heart, and a certain quiet strength. At every turn, Lucius Fox remains the role that introduced a generation to the idea that genius really can save the world. Freeman's balance of charm and gravitas still leaves fans asking, who builds the Batmobile anyway? Of course, every epic has its share of faces, both familiar and fleeting. The Dark Knight's supporting cast, whether in the thick of battle or caught in Gotham's undertow, added layers to the tale that still loom large in the minds of fans. Every role, every fleeting glance, every whispered line contributed to the legend A City on the Brink, and the people determined to save it or see it fall. Now, think about it. Since 2008, these actors have woven their legacies into the fabric of Hollywood. Their 2025 selves are icons now, their names synonymous with the roles that reshaped cinematic storytelling. Some have stepped back from the limelight, letting nostalgia ripen into myth. Others have grown bolder, embracing new challenges, driven by the electric charge they felt on Nolan's legendary set. But whether forging forward or reflecting on the past, each cast member carries a slice of Gotham with them, etched in memories, in performances, in the hearts of fans everywhere. The passage of time has only deepened the reverence. When you watch The Dark Knight today, it isn't just a film, it's an experience, a touchstone, a moment in pop culture that refuses to fade. The faces may have changed, matured, or moved on, but the legacy lives stronger than ever in 2025. Echoes of Bale's gravelly vow, Ledger's maniacal laughter, Caine's sage advice, and the electric charge of a city teetering on the edge, they linger, coloring everything that's come since. So, what do you think of Gotham's greatest heroes and villains then and now? Has time transformed your favorites or made you long for that midnight screening all over again? Drop your thoughts, your memories, and your Gotham stories below. If you're hungry for more transformation drama, untold stories, and cast reunions, hit that subscribe button and buckle up.